3, 2, 1. Yo, what's happening, guys? It's your boy Wolfie here. We are back. Now, the first thing you want to do on this video, as always, is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also hit that bell so you do get a notification every time I do drop a brand new video. And last but not least, of course, my Twitch channel is down in the description below, www.twitch.tv/Connor Woolf. All of these RTG Weekend League games that you guys are watching are always streamed on my Twitch channel, so if you want to go and watch it live and stuff like that, please make sure to go and drop it a follow. And of course, make sure you go and drop my Twitter a follow, www.twitter.com/ConnorWolf1995. That is down in the description below, of course. You can keep updated with a little bit of my private life and also what videos will be coming a day in advance, etc. and all of that good stuff. So today we have got episode, well, it's RTG number 9, but episode 2 of the Weekend League highlights. These are games 10 to 20s that you're going to see. And what format you're actually going to see me using the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow in this formation. You know, the custom tactics that I put up yesterday. These are like the gameplay highlights with them custom tactics. I then did use the narrow for the rest of the Weekend League. I've just had enough with the, you know, like the 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2 meta, etc. I'm just bored of it now. Like, it doesn't interest me anymore. 4-4-2 is good, don't get me wrong, but a 4-2-3-1, especially, I've just got no desire to play it anymore. I really don't. And there is going to be a little bit framey games in the first 5 because they were the other highlights where my stream was playing up, etc. But after the first 5 games of this YouTube video, then there won't be any frame drops or anything like that. It was just I don't really know what happened, if I'm being honest. I don't get. That was a nice goal from Gareth Bale, by the way. I don't really know what happened, if I'm being real. Just something was playing up with my internet. Something was playing up with the Streamlabs OBS. It was just really weird. But let me know in the comment section, guys. How have you guys been getting on? Are you enjoying FIFA? Now that this video is going live, what day is it? It's Tuesday morning I'm recording this. So this video is going live Tuesday afternoon at 4 o'clock. What are your guys' opinions on the game now after the first Weekend League? How did you get on? Have your opinions changed of FIFA now you've been playing the Weekend League? I know a lot of people, just from what I've seen on Twitter, I know a lot of people's opinions have changed on the game from playing the Weekend League. So I want to know, have yours? Are you done with the game? Look at that, by the way. How lucky can you get? But it doesn't matter because Dembele with the work rate plays it into Gucci gang. What can he do? Yeah, mate, you move that keeper. Thank you very much. 1-0. I know a lot of people's opinions have changed after playing the Weekend League, and I kind of understand it because in Rivals, well, for me, I kind of get it, but at the same time, I kind of don't, because for me, Rivals is the most sweaty game mode. I don't find Weekend League that sweaty normally. You'll get the odd game here and there in the Weekend League that's sweaty and is stinking of BO and is just sweaty, yeah. But then Rivals for me, it's always like that, if I'm being honest. I messed that up. I shouldn't have scored that goal, by the way. I messed that up completely. Rivals for me is a lot more sweaty than Weekend League. So, but then at the same time, if you're not like a Div 1 player, etc., I can imagine Weekend League being really sweaty for you guys. So, I see the flip side to both. I personally, my opinion hasn't really changed after playing the Weekend League. I still think this game, I think this game is just an okay game. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's bad. Good, great block, by the way. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's bad. I think there are a few alarming points. The AI blocks are just absolutely pathetic on this game. Honestly, they literally come out of nowhere with the AI and block your shot out of absolute nowhere, and it blows my mind every single time. It just blows my mind how they get away with it. Also, I think the passing is absolutely horrendous. Honestly, the amount of times, not even just this Weekend League, in about the 250 games that I've played on this FIFA, I'm passing the ball to my right back or something, and it will literally pass the ball to my striker, and I'm like, what? I haven't aimed it there. What is going on? And then at the same time, I just think maybe it's me, but then I see a lot of people moaning about that stuff on Twitter, so then I'm like, okay, maybe it's not just me. Maybe it is actually just a general, almost fault in the game kind of thing. Hold on, let me just get a drink, man. My throat is really dry. Much better. But then I was watching people like Tex on stream, etc. And when he's doing what he's doing and ripping people apart, it makes me think it is just me, you know. Tex's passes aren't going astray, you know. And this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the last game of the bad gameplay kind of thing. What you're going to see after this game is no more frame drops on the weekend league games, etc. I still don't know what caused it. I really don't. Look, you see here, but like my game was never lagging or anything. For some reason, I just kept getting like really bad lag like frame drops when I was streaming. It doesn't happen now though. It's all sorted, thank God, touch wood. So yeah, I really don't know what on earth was going on. But we do actually, I was so annoyed at myself this weekend because, like, honestly, we really should have finished top 200. Like, on a serious note, we should have finished top, look, I've tackled him. What is going on? And then that pass, what I mean about the passing, that pass right there is to Firmino that's wide open up there and it passes it inside and it gives him the goal. That's what I mean about the passing. But we really should have finished top 200, like, without a shadow of a doubt. We played well enough. I lost. I'm going to spoil it a little bit. We did lose to a guy. You'll see it in tomorrow's episode, I think. Yeah, tomorrow's episode, you'll see it. We did lose to a guy that went 30-0, and he was very good. He says that he watches my YouTube videos as well. So if you are watching, mate, you are a very good player to you, GG's. But the first loss I took, you know, from like the other highlights video, where I lost in the first 5 games, like first 6 games, I shouldn't be losing. I should be going 15-0. Fact. I should be going 15-0. There's no excuses for me to be losing in my first 10 to 15 games at all. So when I then lose in those first 10 to 15 games, especially on PS, it's then very hard to come and clutch up top 100 because you do need to win the rest of your games. Look at that, I've absolutely done him there. That was a beautiful goal. Oh, beautiful little bit of dribbling. Absolutely beautiful. It is very hard once you lose very early on, especially for me. My motivation isn't actually top 100. My motivation's a 30-0. And it's kind of annoying because I wish I had the same motivation when I'm going for a top 100 as I do a 30-0, but I don't. My motivation comes from that 30-0. So even like in this weekend league, even when I lost in those first, so I've gone to 5-0 and then I play and I go to 5-1. At that point right there, even though it's still the first weekend league of FIFA 21, etc., on my road to glory, I want to get a good finish. I want to try and get these things to make the road to glory get better, etc. My motivation just goes. Like, it's mad. Admittedly for me though, it was still there a little bit this week. I think because it was the first weekend league, and I knew 29-1 would have definitely got us in that top 100, top 200, whatever you want to call it. I can't even. Top 200, I need to start calling it. Like, 29-1 would have definitely got us in there. So it's like, the motivation was still almost there. But like, normally, as soon as that 30-0 goes, my motivation's just gone, you know. Like, and I mean gone completely. It's actually mad how much it just wavers. It's bad, really, but I can't help it. I wish I could help it, but I just can't. It's a natural thing that my motivation just disappears when I'm playing the weekend league. As soon as that 30-0 goes, bang. And I wish I could tell you, oh, we could do this, we could do that. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, now we get into like the better versions of the gameplay, because them gameplay highlights there are horrendous. I hate the way hold on, let me just get a drink. I hate the way the frames kept on dropping, etc. It really annoyed me, man. Annoyed me like you wouldn't believe. But we are back now, back to the normalities. Back to the normalities of the weekend league. Now, I want to talk to you about the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow anyway. I was just bored of the 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2 malarkey. And what happens when I get bored on FIFA is I don't play good FIFA. So, like, I'm getting bored of the 4-2-3-1 because I've been playing it now for like 3 years. And I don't actually find the 4-2-3-1 to be... But that's never a penalty. I don't actually find the 4-2-3-1 on this FIFA to be that effective, if I'm being honest. Like, I think on this FIFA, 2 strikers are an absolute necessity. I really do. I think 2 strikers almost like emphasizes how bad your opponent is at defending, because a lot of people struggle to defend on this game. So I think having 2 strikers definitely emphasizes how bad your opponent is at defending, which is kind of a good thing. That's a good little ball there. Scoop turn with Gucci gang. Thank you very much. 3-1. FIFA's simple at times. Believe you me, chat. It is simple at times. So I'm thinking that if you know the pro, Sean Allen, Dragon, he used to be called. He used to be West Ham's pro. He's signed to Serious About FIFA now, I think it is. He came into Gorilla's chat this weekend and was like, oh yeah, I'm using narrow and I'm beaming it. And he did actually get a 30-0 with the narrow, so good on him. So he told me the custom tactics to use. Now, I'd used narrow this year anyway. I'd used it in Rivals. But then, not even for any reason, I just then switched back to the 4-4-2 just because I wanted a little bit of width in my side. And the big key difference, if you guys have seen yesterday's video, go and check it out, please. It's my 4-1-2-1-2 custom tactics that I did get 28 and 2 with. Did I just ruin the video? I may have just ruined the video. That I did get a good result in the weekend league with. And the key difference between my custom tactics that I was using and then what Dragon told me to use was he has his fullbacks on balanced, which means that they get forward a hell of a lot more. So you guys will see. Look at how much my fullbacks are getting forward, man. They get forward a lot, which kind of helps, if I'm being honest. It adds to that width to the narrow, which I think a lot of people miss. And I think a lot of people as well, they have this misconception that you have to play quick with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. I play quick FIFA anyway. No matter what formation I'm using, I'm playing quick FIFA, you know. Like, I like to be quick, aggressive. You'll see with most of my goals here, they're all done with skill moves, etc. What's Gucci Gang going to do? Look at that. Absolutely wrecked him with that Elastico. 2-0. Like, a lot of the goals I score are very quick, fast-paced goals. There's a goal that you're going to see. I think it's in tomorrow's episode. Oh, my Lord. Just... Trust me, that goal is pathetic, the goal I scored. Honestly, it is so, so good. But I think there is this misconception that you do have to go at 100 miles an hour when you're playing the narrow. You don't. Like, you can just absolutely wreck him. I got a little bit lucky. Ball roll was nice. A little bit of touch was nice. A little bit of composure. We take that 3-0. There is the misconception, though. You don't have to play fast with narrow, okay? There are some games you'll see me where I have slowed it down and I've kept like 65-70% possession against my opponent because he's playing like a rat. So I'm like, well, if you're playing like a rat, mate, I'm going to play like a rat and you ain't touching the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? So there is that. You don't have to play quick. Do you see here with my fullbacks bombing forward? Rashford here. What can you do, son? Ball roll. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you. We bring the sauce to the FIFA, believe you me. We love to score some skill goals. I'd say it's only when I then look back at my highlights from the weekend league that I'm like, every goal I score is off like a skill move or something, isn't it? It's actually mad. But that just adds to it again. Damn, that booty thick. Thank you for following my guy. Number here, ball around. Shot, goal. Thank you, 5-1. And you see with the narrow, you do score. Well, I did anyway. The amount of goals that I scored while using the narrow is actually mad, you know. I feel like a lot of people sleep on it because of they get torn into, oh, look, all the pros are using 4-2-3-1, so I have to use 4-2-3-1. FIFA is a game of opinions, ladies and gentlemen. You can use whatever custom tactics, whatever formation you want to use. And who am I to tell you? By the way, look at that team that we come up against. Oh, who am I to tell you that, like, what you can and can't do on FIFA? Who am I to tell you? If you want to go and play 3-4-1-2 or 3-4-3 or 5-2-1-2 or 4-3-3, go and use it. As long as you're good with it at the end of the day, like, it doesn't particularly matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you're good with it and you enjoy it. By the way, Kante should have tackled in there. Cut back across. Bang. We're 2-0 down in 14 minutes and my head is about to explode, ladies and gentlemen. But it gets even worse as we do go. By the way, look at that. Varane tackles him there. Don't get a ball. Nice little ball. We're 3-0 down in 18 minutes here. But never fear. With the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, boys, and females, if there is any females watching, never, ever fear with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. You have that potential to absolutely destroy someone. Look. Dear. You have the potential to absolutely destroy someone in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Okay, so just because you're losing, it's not the end of the world. Believe you me. Nice little play here from Rashford. What can he do? Ball across. Boom. All of a sudden, it's 3-2. And the game is on. Can we make it 3-3? That's the big question I know you're asking. Still with the narrow. Still got the fullbacks bombing on. Look, Mendy's on the outside. He's gone. But we use Mendy as a little decoy. Rashford's there. First time shot. Bang. 3-3. Game on. All of a sudden, this game has just changed in the palm of our hands. Can we make it 4-3 straight from kickoff? Mendy bombing forward. My fullbacks are on balance, remember? They bomb forward. Good ball here. Big touch from Firmino. Fake shot. Does the centre-back. We're 4-3. What am I seeing? By the way, that informed Firmino, absolutely class. I know I got him untradeable from like that Team of the Week deadline day pack thing or whatever. But my lord, is he good. Like, honestly, he's so sick. Rashford here, what can he do? We get tackled, it's a penalty. That's never a penalty in a million years, but we take it. But if you guys know me, you know that I don't really score penalties. So, I don't even remember missing that penalty. But I just guessed that I missed the penalty because I'm awful at pens. Nice little ball there. Gucci Gang. 5-3. And that right there is going to be all she wrote in that game. Was it all she wrote? I'm guessing so. I honestly can't remember. I remember this game just because I was 3-0 down. And, like, if you guys watch it, all 3 goals were just... I can't swear on YouTube because it demonetized it. But all 3 goals were just horrendous. So, I was, like, so triggered. But I remember someone in my chat was just like, calm down. You can definitely beat this guy, 100%. And I remember just seeing that. I know it sounds weird. But just, like, that one comment of calm down... like, actually calm me down. Because, like, honestly, my head was gone. My head was in Mars. Trust me. It wasn't on planet Earth. My head was gone. So, at this point, I'm thinking, yeah, game over. GG, 6-3. The guy wasn't a bad player, but he wasn't a good player. Like, considering the team he had, he definitely should be playing a lot better than that, in my opinion. I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I have just woken up. I always have a routine where literally I wake up straight away, bang, record my YouTube video. So sometimes I'm a little bit tired, and I'm a little bit tired right now. I do apologise. But the key thing is that I want to talk to you about mainly is just how Foot Champs isn't like the be all and end all, man. Like for pro players, you've got to realise that Foot Champs really does not mean a lot. I only really play Foot Champs because of my YouTube and my Twitch. If I wasn't heavily invested into my YouTube and my Twitch, etc., I honestly don't know if I would play the Weekend League, and I genuinely mean that, because a lot of the time the Weekend League is just, oh yeah, this guy gave me a goal, what an absolute legend you are, E. Birch. If you are like a fan, not fan, I hate using that word, if you are like someone that watches my streams and my YouTube videos, shout out to you, man, you absolute legend. What an absolute legend that guy is, honestly. Thank you, bro. But yeah, so, how long have we got left? 6 minutes. Like, honestly, if I wasn't so heavily invested into grinding my YouTube, grinding my Twitch, etc., I honestly don't know if I would play the Weekend League. I really don't, because a lot of it's effort. Like, a lot of the 30 games I'm playing against people that ain't very good, and it's just like, oh, really? By the way, this guy's Timo Werner in this game. I remember this. This guy's Werner was a joke. If any of you used Werner, by the way, let me know in the comment section. If you guys are still watching at this point, you guys are the goats, by the way. Thank you. But yeah, if any of you used Werner, man, like, this guy's Werner genuinely tore me apart. Like, he absolutely annihilated me. See here, though, what can Rashford do? Accelerated fake shot, cut back. One more. Nice, beautiful goal. Obviously, Bobby Firmino is there yet again. You'll see how many goals, well, if you guys have been watching these highlights right here, you will see how many goals Firmino scores for me, man. It is a hell of a lot. I don't know, have I got into the 4-2-3-1 here? It doesn't look like I'm playing narrow in this game, actually, which is kind of weird. It always makes me wonder, because, was it really after this game? I think I'd have gone 4-2. This looks here like 4-2-3-1, if I'm being honest. So I don't know why in this game I've gone into the 4-2-3-1, unless this guy was just keeping the ball against me with the narrow. That might have been why. Yeah, it's definitely the 4-2-3-1. That's weird. But look at this, man. Good little ball. I've made a decision here to try and win the ball with Joe Gomez. I have to win it. If I don't win it, I've messed up, because I've brought Joe Gomez well out of position. I don't win it. Yeah, this guy, I remember this. This guy was a very good player, actually. That was why I went to the 4-2-3-1, because he was a good player, but like, by the way, look at that. Look at that. What is that? He just turned on his left foot, weak foot Timo Werner, just banged it straight into the roof of the net. What am I seeing? Do you know what I mean? Like, unbelievable strike, son. We do get a little bit of lucky there. Lucas Moura, mate. What can you do, son? What can you do? What can you do? Ball across. Thank you very much. 3-2. Got lucky with it. Meg's in the defender, but I always say you make your own luck on FIFA. I don't always say that. If that went against me, I'd be fuming at the end of the day. So we don't always say that at all. It looks like here, maybe I've gone back to the narrow now, actually. I wonder if I'd then... It looks like now I've gone to the narrow. I'm not sure, though. Dembele, little ball roll, beautiful. 4-2, thank you very much. Pause button has been pressed by Florinio93. Is that going to be the end of the game for him? Oh, it wasn't. I don't know why I paused it. Yeah, I've gone to the narrow here. So for some reason, I changed into the 4-2-3-1 in that game. The only reason I normally change to the 4-2-3-1 is if my opponent is playing like a sweat. So when I say play like a sweat, I mean just like keeping the ball, etc. Because that's the only issue with the narrow. You can... Because all your players are focused in the middle of the pitch, they can just keep the ball down the line very easy. So that's the only time I really ever switched into the 4-2-3-1, is when things like that are happening. So, I think this weekend, though, has been a... Considering where we're at, I think this weekend's been a resounding success. It could have been a lot worse in terms of... By the way, look at some of the teams we played this weekend. Like, oh my lord. Considering it's Weekend League number 1. Normally in Weekend League number 1, you just play people with absolute doo-doo teams. Lovely little ball across. Rashford, my guy. Rashford is the GOAT of the team, by the way. Rashford, Firmino, and Gucci Gang. Like, Gucci Gang's in form, St. Maximin, by the way, if any of you don't know, he used to wear the Gucci headband. They are the players for me that just turn up every single time, without fail. They do the business all the time. Gucci Gang there, beautiful little Elastico. I mean, that goal was a bit horrendous. I'm sorry, that goal is horrendous. But does he quit at 2-0? He does quit at 2-0, thank you very much, mate. They're the kind of games you'd love to see. That does take us to 19-1. Going into game, what's this, 19-1? Going into game 21 then, I think. This guy, I remember this, by the way. This guy was good. This guy was sweaty. Yeah, this guy, what you're about to see on your screen, chat, is probably one of the maddest games you're ever going to see. This guy was very good, very sweaty. It's annoying there. I read the scoop term, but just didn't read it well enough, obviously. So we got 1-0 down. What can we do? Elastico. Accelerated fake shot. Oh, nice. Nice, Wolfie. I'd have done the accelerated fake shot there looking back on it, but I saw the angle into Gucci and bang. Thank you very much. What you're about to see on your screen right here, if this is the game I think it is, this game is jokes. Honestly, like, this game is absolutely jokes. Mate, see what I mean, though, about your fullbacks being unbalanced, how much they can bomb forward and give you that extra option. It's definitely something that I would recommend for you guys, 100%. Firmino, what can you do here, son? Accelerated fake shot, ball across. Thank you very much, 2-1. Gucci Gang with a brace again. He's so good, honestly. Gucci Gang's incredible. You see me here with a narrow look. My left back and my right back, they're right at the end of the pitch. That's a good thing. Gucci Gang. What's he? Oh, he just slowed down a little bit on his left foot. Gucci Gang's my guy, honestly. Look at him. Tough, sweaty game. Who comes out on top? Gucci Gang's coming out on top. In these big games when it matters, a Gucci Gang turns up. That is the fact. Rashford turns up in the big games. In terms of the defence, though, Varane, Gomez, Semedo, and Mendy. Obviously, Mendy is untradeable. It's the perfect defence. I can't afford Van Dijk yet. And to be honest, I don't think I want to, because I love Joe Gomez that much, and I love Varane that much, that I'm happy with them two. The only thing in my life, I've absolutely wrecked him there with that Elastico, by the way. Absolutely wrecked him. I want to improve my attack. I want Neymar or Mbappe in this team. Neymar, Mbappe, or CR7, I want them in this team. Fact, by the way, how's that gone in? Unbelievable. That's who I want in this team. Fact. Like, I don't care about anyone else apart from them, really. I'm happy with my defence. I'm happy with my midfield of Firmino and Kante. Obviously, I can link Neymar in very easy with Firmino. I can link Mbappe in very easily with Kante. The issue is, if I was to somehow get CR7, I don't know how on earth I'd link him in the team. I think I'd have to change up the team a lot, and I don't know if I'd want to do that just to get CR7 in. But then at the same time, I think I would want to do that, because I think CR7 this year is so much better than normal. Honestly, so good. This is a brilliant goal, by the way. Absolutely wrecked him there with Gucci. We got lucky, but I feel like I deserved it because the turn was really nice, if you get me. My guy Gucci Gang does not miss, believe you me. And that takes us there to 20-1. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the end of this YouTube video. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also hit that bell so you do get a notification every time I do drop a brand new video. And last but not least, my Twitch channel is down in the description below. www.twitch.tv/Connor Woolf. And my Twitter, www.twitter.com/Connor Woolf 1995. Make sure you both go, all of you go and drop that follow. If you do, I will love you guys forever. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the last episode of the Foot Champs Highlights. Peace out.